Vance. And we begin at the Vatican, where it's going to be a big day of ritual and diplomacy as Pope Leo XIV gives his inaugural mass. Huge crowds are expected in St. Peter's Square and Basilica, where you can see them gathering now in those live images, a ceremony filled with religious symbolism that connects to the Pope's special mission as the head of the Catholic Church. In addition to the prayers, there will also be politics, with a number of leaders expected to be in attendance, including Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. Let's head to Rome now and speak to our correspondent Seema Gupta. Seema, walk us through what's going to be taking place this Sunday.
Well, Alison, as you can see behind me, there's really tight security here today. More than 5,000 police officers deployed because, of course, they're expecting more than 250,000 people to come to St. Peter's Square for this inauguration celebration for the start of Pope Leo XIV's pontificate. And yes, you're right, it is a deeply religious ceremony, but it kicks off with a moment of celebration. He is expected to appear in the popemobile, going through the square and greeting the faithful. Of course, very poignant because, of course, let's not forget, it was Easter Sunday not too long ago that we saw Pope Francis on a popemobile, and of course his body also being taken and laid to rest at another papal basilica here in Rome. But now, of course, all eyes on Leo XIV. After that appearance in the square, he will go back inside the basilica. There will be a solemn moment of prayer at St. Peter's tomb, and then he will come back outside again in procession with the other cardinals. And everyone will be looking to see what his homily says, because during the service, that's when we might get a better idea of what his pontificate will be like. There will be two other significant moments in the service, one in which he's given the papal pallium. Now, this is a lamb's wool stole that is placed on his shoulders, and it's supposed to be a symbol of him as a shepherd leading the flock of the Catholic faithful. And the second thing he will be given is the fisherman's ring. Now, this ring has the image of St. Peter's as well as his name, Leo XIV, engraved on it, and it will become the ring that is used to seal papal documents. Now, when Pope Francis died, that ring was actually destroyed. It marks the end of that papacy, and so now he is going to start again with his papacy. So two very significant moments, but for the faithful that are gathering here, going through security, are rushing to get that best spot, it really is an important moment for them to be here at the start of the pontificate.
All right, a big moment for Catholics then. It's not all about the prayers, though, today. There also is expecting to be quite a bit of politics as well. Tell us more, Seema, about some of the leaders that are going to be there.
Yes, there are about 150 delegations. That includes heads of state as well as royals. You've got the from the United States, because, of course, the Pope is a native of the U.S. He's from Chicago. He was born there. And so we have the U.S. Vice President, J.D. Vance, as well as the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. Both of them are practicing Catholics. And also you have a significant delegation from Peru. That's because Pope Leo does hold dual citizenship. So the Peruvian president is also present. Then you've got prime ministers from Canada, Australia, and France. You even have the Ukrainian president, as you mentioned, Volodymyr Zelensky. And, of course, the president of Israel, as well as other leaders from around the world. Now, all eyes will be on the interactions between these different leaders because, of course, we do remember Mr. Zelensky meeting J.D. Vance at the White House, and that was not a pleasant meeting. How will the interactions be here? Mr. Zelensky himself has said he's open to meeting any world leaders while he's here. The Senator Marco Rubio has also stressed the idea that Pope Leo also mentioned, the idea of the Vatican being a site for potential dialogue between Ukraine and Russia. Marco Rubio did meet the papal envoy to Ukraine on Saturday when he arrived. So there is possible discussions that maybe this could lead to the Vatican being the site for potential peace talks. And then, of course, are we going to see Mr. Zelensky meet the Pope directly, as well as Mr. Vance meeting the Pope directly? So lots of bilateral meetings, lots of interesting interactions between the different leaders. So it's not all religious, definitely. There's also a lot of politics that happens at these massive papal events.
At France 24, of course, will be keeping a special eye on the politics, although the ceremony should hopefully be enjoyable as well. Seema, thank you so much for that update. That's our correspondent Seema Gupta there reporting from Rome.